Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The discussion raged around Alabama last year. Very difficult schedule, whether they should have been included in the 12-team playoff. But if you want to make that field, not only can you not lose to a subpar Oklahoma team, you can't get housed the way the Tide did in that one.
They did give it to him, and Jackson Arnold just scored again. I mean, it was incredible last year. Oklahoma couldn't score for the majority of the season, but on that night, Palmer, they did what they needed to do and kept the Crimson Tide out of the playoffs.
And I think people were so surprised that the lap...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it past the marker. Flying out to the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Back, it's Simpson. Under fire. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. First down, 10 yards to go.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Easy. On the direct snap, it's Williams. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Going for the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Got enough for the first. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college...
Got it in stride inside the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And listen, this is where you catch a defense off guard. They're not expecting the fullback to be a big part of the throwing game. How about the big play game, gaining all that yardage? That is not something that was in the scouting report. Nice job by the offense drawing up a play for the big fullback.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going for 6. Touchdown Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 7 over Florida. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the marker.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Williams. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Extending the play. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Punt is in the air. He's got it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Look out, he's got room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now
Turning it on. There he goes. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Alabama. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Mateer. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finding an escape route. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wheeler. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella. And they're
wide open spaces. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw at Simpson. Here's a heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes a grab on the shot. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Miller. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quick pass on the jet motion. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Got enough space. Touchdown time. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burks. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The kick is on its way. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. The sure hands, it's Bernard. At the 45 on his way. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Steps away to find some room. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Williams. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
Brings up second down.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, to throw that one in there. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
You see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Catch in the middle, it's Horton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today. And any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 17 to Florida. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will open from the 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Shoots it to the left. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Comes that Alabama offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Horton. Lots of running room. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Ott. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Mateer. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down. The Sooners want to move quickly. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Looking to throw again. Quickly complete. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back. The 10. Touchdown,
with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away, and once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Ott. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Ott. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Makes a grab past the marker, and they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 52, Oklahoma 21.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Offense in a bunch formation. To throw, it's Simpson. Looking to scramble. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat, it's been that kind of day for this defense.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
He's loose. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown tie. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 31 to Florida. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Touchdown, Bama! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Got the first down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Quarterback on the keep. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were...
Oh, a lot of space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Uncorks one. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got it in the middle, it's Ott. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Going up top again. Release to the back. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And the try is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Tight end now in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Rushes on him. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. If we get the interception, this one's almost over.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry.